here with the man, the myth, the legend, Jonathan Silverman, and he's gonna go watch.
I got one thing to say. You guys better go watch Geeks and Sports, because we are them.
Absolutely. Check it out.
What's going on, guys? You are watching Geeks and Sports. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's going to be a new segment called What Do You Think? So, in the first segment of What Do You Think, we're going to get into two topics right now that have to do with MMA. Now, these two topics are weighing heavily on me. One, because it's like, seriously? And the other one, more because it's tragic. Topic number one. Conor McGregor. Now, when Conor came out, I was a huge fan. I say huge fan because, you know, they hyped him up to an extent. And he came out and he did his thing. And he put on a show. He put on one hell of a show. And I was like, this guy, his fighting style and the things that he can bring to the table, I don't know anybody else who can do this. I mean, maybe Jose Aldo, Pettis in his division, but Pettis isn't in his division. So, you know, in the featherweight division, I was just looking at maybe Aldo, you know, because of his speed. But then he opened his mouth. Yeah, he did that. And, you know, I've heard a lot of trash talking. I've heard a lot of things from, you know, the Chael Sonnens of the world and stuff like that. But he took it to a whole nother level. And I'm not going to say I'm the smartest guy alive, but this guy ain't too bright. Anyway, I don't get punched in the face for a living, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I'm just going to read you a few of his latest tweets. Tweet number one. I'm looking forward to going to Brazil this week to see the #1 contender fight between Aldo and Mendes. Who gets to face the king? Woo! Okay. So, do I think he's one hell of a fighter? Absolutely. Do I think he's the king? Not yet. But before I continue with that, let's go on to tweet number 2. Because Aldo's body is weak and Mendes is 2'0", they will not be ready to challenge me for the throne until mid-next year. Tweet 3. Myself, Uncle Frank, and the rest of the familia are in the process of selecting another victim to eliminate in the meantime. Tweet number 4. I demand all scared contenders bow before me and kiss each individual toe. In a public setting of your choice, actually he said in a public setting of my choice, for pardoning for execution. Wow. It gets better. You have 24 hours to come forward and surrender your women and all your belongings, or you'll be hunted down, your head placed in my collection. Tick tock. Are you shitting me? No, I mean seriously, are you kidding me? Wow. So, those things being said, I am very much looking forward to somebody kicking the living shit out of this guy. No, I'm serious. Like, I'm okay with trash talk. Hell yeah, I'm okay with confidence. Be cocky, sure. But you haven't fought enough people. You haven't fought, okay, you fought Diamond. He was number 5. That's awesome. Before that, people say you didn't fight a top 5 fighter. That's awesome. Do I think you could beat Cub Swanson? Absolutely. I really do. I think I don't think, personally, Cub's not that good. My opinion, Cub's not that good. Do I think you can beat Frankie? No, I don't. Do I think that you can beat Jose Aldo? No, I don't. Do I think you can beat Chad Mendez? If Chad muscles you around and throws your ass to the ground and treats you like a rag doll, like he is capable of doing, no, I don't. Now, do I agree that you have great stand-up? Absolutely. Do I think that you can bang with the best of them? Probably so. And do I think your style is so unorthodox that nobody else can mimic that style in training? Yes. But Conor, seriously? Surrender your women and all your belongings? You are on a new level of asshole. And quite frankly, I can't wait for somebody to kick your ass. Plain and simple. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Okay, guys. Now, topic number 2. And this one's really a kind of a sad topic. It was announced today that War Machine attempted suicide today. Says that he was found in his cell with a linen wrapped around his neck, unresponsive, and he was purple, and they found a suicide note. It says that the guard cut the linen from his throat and or around his neck, and he had a shallow had shallow breathing. They have him on suicide watch now. He is alive. But I say it's sad not because I know a lot of people say he deserves it or this or that, or I don't think what he did to Christy Mack was right at all, by no means. But you almost, if you've watched any of his interviews that he had with Ariel Helwani, where he said that jail makes you crazy and that he could only take so much, and he was supposed to be in there a year this last stint that he did, but he was in there 9 months. I'm not saying that I agree with what he did or what he has done, but this guy just seems to he really does seem to have a black cloud following him. And it's almost like, you ever get that feeling where no matter what you do, no matter how good of a person you are, no matter how much you try to be better or do the right things, that just bad shit's going to happen to you? And no matter how many times you keep saying to yourself, man, I'm not, that's not going to be me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to get better. You just, at the end of the day, you just got that feeling, that sick feeling in the back of your head that says, man, there's one day I'm going to fuck up. Or one day something really bad's going to happen to me on my own doing, whether I mean to or don't or whatever. I mean, and I seriously think that's where this guy's at. I seriously, you hate to say just destined for failure, but I mean, as much stupid shit that he's gotten into and as many dumb things that he's done, and then you see the remorse afterwards and you're just thinking to yourself, like, man, guy, you need to get help. Like, you really need some help. And then he doesn't get it. It's a sad situation. I think he needed help a long time ago, to be honest with you. I don't think what happened to Christy would have happened if he would have got himself some help, or somebody would have cared enough to help him get help or something. But obviously the guy needed help. And, you know, he wasn't able to make it 9 months, or he was able to make it, but, you know, he suffered for, I think he went in for a year and a half. Then he went in this last thing for like 9 months when he was supposed to do a year. And it seems like every time he tried to get his life back on track, he was back. You know, he got knocked backwards through his own destructive ways. So I feel bad. There's like, I have daughters, you know what I'm saying? I have 3 daughters, and I would hate for any of them to ever meet anybody like him and have a relationship with anybody like that. So by no means am I saying like I feel bad for him in the sense that, you know, poor War Machine. No, that's not it. I'm saying I feel bad for him in the sense that I wish he would have got help. I wish he would have figured these things out. That would have saved, you know, Christy Mack from what happened. That would have saved the gentleman that was with her from what happened to him, and in itself, it would have saved War Machine from self-destruction. I think another one that's in that same situation right now that needs to go get help is Mayhem Miller. Mayhem Miller is oh man, I feel he's in the same boat. I really do. So before things get worse for him, I think he really needs to go and get himself some help and figure his shit out, because, you know, it's not looking good. Just everything that he's been doing it's not looking good. And the guy can't find a job because nobody wants to deal with him, you know? I mean, they just don't. So anyway, those are the 2 topics I wanted to talk about. And I know that, like I said, not everybody's going to agree. Some will, some won't, and it's cool. I mean, that's what this is for. Is, you know, leave your comments below, and if you disagree or you think, you know, Conor McGregor is awesome, I'm cool with that. Like I said, my channel is going to be, or I'm trying to make it different from everybody else's, you know, for the most part. You know, I'm not going to sit here and argue one point or the other. I'm not going to sit here and say that Conor McGregor, that I believe everybody should think he's the biggest piece of shit on the earth. No, I'm not going to say that, because I'm not you, just like you're not me. So you can think whatever you want to think of him. You can think he's the greatest in the world. That's cool, man. Let me know. That's awesome. Same thing with War Machine. You know, if you think he deserves every single thing that he's getting and more, by all means, let me know. It's cool. You know, I'm not saying that my view has to be your view. So, you know, that's going to be the beauty of this segment. That's going to be the beauty of this channel, that none of my opinions ever have to reflect how you feel about something or somebody. I'm never going to sit back and be one of those that says, I like this, so you have to like that too. I feel this way, so you have to feel that way too. Fuck that. No, you feel how you want to feel. So if you think I'm completely wrong, that's cool, man. That's cool, because I'm not trying to say that I'm right. Not at all. So that's going to be what this whole thing's about. That's what this channel is going to be about, or this segment, and the channel in entirety, to be honest with you. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to, what do you think? This is Geeks and Sports. This is Jeremy. You have yourself a good night. Peace.